Hello, All in the Cards family. This is Keziah with All in the Cards, coming to do a world topic video, but specifically on the presidents. So, this one is going to be interesting, you guys, because I have been wanting to kind of know what's going on, specifically not with just our presidents here in the United States. Hopefully this doesn't get knocked down on YouTube and so forth, but I just want to kind of know what's the energy around the president of North Korea, and his name is Jong, and what is the energy around Putin. Want to know a little bit about him, as well as what's going to go on with Trump, right? So we want to know a little bit about him. Not sure if I'm going to get into Biden. I actually did him on the last world reading, or either maybe it was the one before that one that I did, because I do world topics a lot on here, maybe like every month or so. So for this month, the world topic is going to be on these guys, because they're making a lot of fuss, a lot of situations towards the United States. And on the end of this, once I look at the energy around those three guys, then I want to kind of find out what's going on around this BRICS. I think it's Brazil, Russia, Iran, China, and Saudi Arabia, I want to say it was. That's they call it BRICS, which is about the economy, and how they're coming together to basically form, one economy that would kind of knock out the American economy. So we want to kind of see exactly what's the energy around that, family. Okay, so of course, my channel is not just all about zodiac reads and ancestor messages and so forth, and the podcast on here, but it's also to keep us informed. Okay, so as I have to say on YouTube, this is all for entertainment purposes. This is all allegedly. So we just pulling cards and playing for fun. Okay. I am using my supernatural deck, which is it kind of goes by the Supernatural show. If you watch that show and so forth, it's like the characters on there, and it's different things, visuals on these cards, right? So I may have to pull the book in some of it, which I'll go ahead, because I don't use this deck but just for like things like this, like world topics and crime and all that. And I very seldomly do crime cases and so forth, which I'm getting a new crime deck, so I'm gonna start tapping into that a little bit too. But yeah, so this is the deck we're gonna use to kind of see what's going on with these fellas. All right, so let's get started, because I don't want this to be too long. Okay. Ooh, already cards flipping out. All right, so let's give it a good shuffle. I have already prayed and meditated over the decks. I've called my ancestors in, asked for protection as well. Okay, so we're gonna see what's going on with these presidents, what's the energy around them, and what's their intent towards the United States. Okay, so that's the question we want to know, because where are we in the United States, right? I'm burning some dragon blood over there. Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un spirit. What is his intent towards the United States? Kim Jong-un, the North Korea president. Kim Jong-un spirit. I'm gonna get a few. What is his energy towards the United States spirit? Ooh, these cards want to flip all the way out. All right. Kim Jong-un. What's his intent towards the United States spirit? Thank you. Okay. So what I'm seeing is three cards here, right? Yeah. So the main thing is the Emperor card that stood out to me, which in this deck, the Emperor is the same, right? But he is a leader, right? He is the authority figure. He is the he's pretty much like, you know, the main man, right? The main person that people have to report to. Now, in this Emperor card, you see that he's sitting on the throne, kind of similar to how he sits on his throne over there, right? But then if you look, you see those chains, right? So I feel like he has like some things chained down, or he has some things that are chained to him, like and also if you look on this card, on the Emperor card, you see all that red blood, that he has a lot of blood on him. And you know, the red blood signifies blood, right? And I'm not gonna go too much in detail about that, but you understand what I'm saying, right? Also, what stands out on this card is he has some type of book here, right? Or like a diary, or like a book with a lock on it, okay? Makes me feel like he has something locked up, or some secrets, right, in a book somewhere, like something he's going by, or something he has written, like on a like authority type thing, maybe like the policies of something, like the policies or the procedures in something. He is the chain of command. That's what I'm getting from that too. He is the chain of command. Now the cards beside it is the Knight of Bones, which is the Knight of Swords, right? So with that, she looks pretty scared on that card too. I feel like that's the energy I'm getting from that, is like his sister energy, because his sister was the one that had came out that time, and she was kind of acting like scared a little bit of him. So look at how she looks, right? The Knight of Bones. And the Knight of Bones is the Knight of Swords, family. The Knight of Swords is someone who is all about the, you know, their mental capacity, right? Also someone who is able to maybe communicate, or is not able to communicate, or maybe communicating with him in some way, right? And then we had the Five of Cups here, right? Something about a loss, okay, or grieving some type of situation. But in this one, it's like somebody's gotten their wings, right? Because look at how he has his wings, right? So let's see what it states in the book with this, because these characters mean something different, family. So it's kind of like I want to be specific on what it's trying to tell us, and we can put that towards, you know, what information we need to know about him. Okay, because this is the energy around Kim Jong which is North Korea's president. Also, before I start reading in the book, family, you notice she has 3 candles behind her, but they're lit in red. So I feel like those are symbolizing 3 different situations, or maybe even 3 different deaths, right? Because they're red candles. But her face just keeps coming to me like as if she looks worried. This is feminine energy. Could even be his daughter, because he is the leader, and beside him is always his daughter, which he's teaching how to do some things. And he may have someone else on the right-hand side, like a right-hand man, right? Because this is a masculine energy on the Five of Cups, okay? And the Hermit card on the bottom of the deck, okay? But the Knight of Bones in this deck states that the Knight of Bones, like Elaine Healy, is both a capable and fierce warrior, and a loyal friend. Okay, so this card advises you to put action behind your vision and goals. Set your sights on goals and pursue it with a potent mix of determination and kindness, which of course he is putting things into play. That's what he's doing now. So that does speak to some of the things that he's doing. But bones, swords, right, or maybe the bones is the wands. No, it's the swords. I'm right. Okay, but it makes me feel like the Knight of Bones with this is something in reference of conflict, okay? Because that's what swords is about, right? But he's putting something into action around some type of conflict. Conflict with who? Us. Because I asked about how does he feel about the United States, okay? Now, So he's already had set his sights on us as, being, in competition with him, or either he's just not like the United States in some shape, form, or fashion, okay? And he's putting action behind it. He has goals in reference of doing things to us. Could be that he's, like I said, there's 3 different things in mind in this feminine energy here. He's teaching her what to do, okay? Now, let's look at that 5 of Cups, right? 5 of Cups in this deck. No, family, those are the wands. Those are the wands. The Knight of Bones in this deck is the wands. So this is the Knight of Wands, family. So y'all know that with the Knight of Wands, that's what that means. He putting action into whatever it is he's trying to set his goals at. And he's doing that with this female energy. Because the blades in this deck is the swords. Okay, I told you guys I don't use this deck that often. So bear with me with the message. I had to read in the book what the bones, because it doesn't say like Knight of Wands or Knight of Swords. It says Knight of Bones. So the bones is the wands in this deck. Okay, so please excuse me with that. But yeah, this is someone who represents in this deck someone who has their goals set on something. And that's what he's doing, right? The Emperor sitting right here beside this is the energy of him. Now this 5 of Cups, I'm not sure what type of energy that is that he's feeling, but let's see what that's trying to say. I mean, and I know what it means, but I don't know why he would be feeling down. Like, what is he feeling grief about? Yeah, the 5 of, they call them goblets in this deck. It says represents a great failure or loss. Okay, so maybe he feels like he's lost something or failed something towards the United States. Maybe that's the whole situation where he's put action, or he has a goal to get that missile or whatever that is that he's projecting here, but he feels like he's lost or failure in that, right? But he's pulling his chains to try to figure out exactly how to get it done, okay? His task, like this guy on this card is named Gadriel, was tasked with guarding the Garden of Eden from evil. He's ultimately failed, which led up to corruption of mankind. Okay, so it says Gadriel is racked with guilt for having failed to protect the Garden of Eden. So the 5 of Goblets advises you to learn from your mistakes and then move on. So he feels like he has not protected his country in some type of way, family, and that's why he's doing this toward or that the United States is coming at his country and he has to protect it. So that's why he's putting action into sorry family, that's why he's putting action, right? He's putting action into trying to make up for this loss. That's what he's feeling at this time. That's why these 3 cards came out. But I feel like the images that's on these cards are also the energy that he has helping him, like 2 lead people that he have helping him. Either this represents the sister or the daughter, and this represents a secondhand man that he has, right? Now the Hermit card on the bottom of the deck, I feel like that's also him in reference of something that he may have, he may be, reading up on something, or really studying up on something, or, isolating himself so he can, conjure up a new plan of some sort, right? It says the Hermit card in this deck, family. Look at how he's reading that book, right? And he got his light to look at whatever's going on there. It says the Hermit, like Bobby Singer, is solitary God who has a talent for illuminating the truth and bringing out the best in people. It says the Hermit is called to look inward. Take a break from the hustle and bustle of the outside world and make time for self-reflection. A period of interception will enable you to approach things with a greater clarity. So he does need to kind of lay off of whatever he's been doing. It's like he's been attempting to do it. And that's why the Five of Cups is here, because he has not been successful with whatever this is that he's trying to do or put into action towards the United States. And that's why he has the Empress card is here. And that's why he has this book here, because he's been keeping notes of everything. That's why the book, this Hermit card is here too. And what's on it? A book, something around some type of book or document that he's keeping on everything that he's doing or having done around the United States, family. He hasn't been successful yet with what his goal is, but he's definitely trying. Okay, he's trying something. I feel like it's 3 times that he's tried. That's why the 3 candles are here. Okay, but he is definitely pulling the chains. He is the chain of command over there. That's the energy he has towards the United States. He keeps failing. He's very upset about that. You know, he's upset about his failures, his loss, and he feels like he's doing all of this because he's trying to protect his country from the United States, which I have no clue what the United States did to him, which I don't think we did anything to him. But I don't know why he feels like he had to protect the United States from North Korea, because I don't think we've been... Maybe so. Let me see. Let me ask ancestors, spirit guides, what is it that he feels like that the United States has done to him? What is it that Jong feels like the United States have done to him to make him feel like he has to go out here and do this action towards us? We walked away from something. We walked away from, and lies and manipulation. Look what was on the bottom of the deck, deception. So he feels like the United States walked away from maybe an offer or something that he offered the United States, you know, and it was some lies and deception. He feels like the United States has stole something from him. And we stole something from him, or we were deceitful in some type of transaction that may have happened, and it made him feel like he had to come back and do something to get back. So this is kind of like revenge in a way, is what I'm feeling. We walked away, or either he walked away. I feel like it's us. I feel like he offered us something, and because why I'm feeling like it was an offer is because the cups is attached to emotions. And most of the time when you see the cup, it's like a cup of love is being offered. So and these are like cups around what we left behind. We left it behind, you know, crossed over the water, because that's where they are, overseas, right? And so it's like we walked away from something that he felt like and it's a burden to him. Look, and the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck. It was some burden, some deception or betrayal. He may have even felt like our country have betrayed them in some way, right? But he feels like the United States has done this, family, and that we're a burden on them. That's how he feels. That's why he's upset about losing in the attempts that he's trying with this Knight of Wands. But he's definitely eager about trying to do something about why we walked away from him and his offer. But the offer could have been something like, maybe they wanted to do some type of money situation, or you never know with what is going on with them in the government. You know, neither here nor there. But this is the gist of why Jong has it out for the U.S. and what he's doing and what's in his energy right now. Okay, so we're gonna leave it as that. I'll tap back into his energy later. Let me get me some Florida water, ancestors. Protect me while I go into these energies, honey. All right. So that pretty much gave me a good idea on how he's feeling and what's in his energy. But he is definitely attempting. Okay? He is attempting, and he is attempting, and he is attempting to get us, honey. And he is upset on his loss, and he is grieving over that situation. And he's really upset about the things that didn't go as planned. Okay, now let's look at what's the let me see what's his exact name, Because all I know is Putin, but that's not his whole name. Hold on. I probably can't even pronounce his real name, to tell you the truth. Let's see what this Google say. His name is Vladimir Putin. That's his name, Vladimir Putin. Okay, let's see the energy around Mr. Vladimir Putin and sisters. What's the energy? Let me put some dragon blood on this cards. Clear the energy off of these cards, Spirit. Clear the energy off of these cards. Especially after the energy that we had just had on there, Spirit. Clear it off. Alright. So let's see. What's the energy around Vladimir Putin? What's going on with him? How does he feel about the United States at this time? What is his energy around the United States of America with Vladimir Putin, Spirit? Vladimir Putin. How does he feel about the United States? What's up with Vladimir Putin? How does he feel about the United States? What's in his energy towards the United States? The High Priestess. Ooh. Wow, wow, wow. What else? What is his energy around the United States for Vladimir Putin? It's like he working some magic, y'all. Okay, we're going to take them three for Vladimir, honey. Wow, wow, wow. Look what else. The Three of Swords. He is upset and hurt and very upset. He's so upset about it. He feels like we caused him pain, honey. Heartache. All right. So the first thing he got was the High Priestess. This is Vladimir Putin's energy towards the United States. Then we got the Four of Wands. So he feels like he's going to get success doing something, okay? I feel like, well, one thing's for sure, two things for certain. The Seven of Swords is here. So he feels like we are liars and deceptive and deceit, okay, is what I'm seeing here. And then the Three of Swords. So he definitely does not have good energy towards the United States. He feels like we betrayed them. We are liars. You know, he has his sword up against us. He is ready to cut us. He is ready to jagger us. Look at how she looks. She looks like she is ready to get it popping, okay? And then look at this lady on the bottom of the deck. Whew, she ready to just... She's in so much pain and turmoil. And she just ready to rip somebody's head off, look like right there. And then it's like he might even have a female up to something on the back end of things, you know, might have some witchy stuff going on over there. Okay. One thing, listen, Russians, listen, let me be quiet. Cause I'm going to try to post it on YouTube. I don't know if I'm going to be able to post this on YouTube, but if anything, you know, family will be able to see this. But the High Priestess is all about, in this deck, I feel like the High Priestess, you know, is all about you listening to your inner voice and all that kind of stuff. But in this deck, this High Priestess, is her name on here is Rowena. And she is very powerful, magical figure who is known to have a lot going on beneath the surface. And I feel like that's the energy he's bringing towards the United States. And it may be with this female energy. The High Priestess in this deck advises you to trust your intuition. It says, just as Rowena is able to regain power time after time, the High Priestess is an adept at overcoming obstacles. Listen to your instinct, dig deep to find your strength and keep going. Yes, I feel like he definitely has some magical things going on towards the United States to make us crumble and fall. And I feel like a High Priestess is working with him. Now, the reason why I'm saying that, also look at what's in her hand. She has one of those books as well. But in her left hand, she has a yarn, honey, where she is like binding some things together, okay? So yeah, it may be a female energy that could be working with him or for him in reference of doing some, you know, magical stuff, tricks and spells and stuff on the United States. And that's why he feels like he's going to be successful with it, with the Four of Wands, you know. The Four, she could be using bones in something that she's doing too. Okay, but it is some type of female energy that he has working against the United States as well. This could also be some type of, you know, female spy or something. I don't know, you know, because it's a lot of female energy here. Okay, so I don't know if Vladimir has like daughters or a wife, but there is some female energy that is here that is working with him and working for him. Now, he also feels like the United States has a liar as a woman. Okay, that's in some type of political, you know, force or whatever, because this is a woman and it's the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is a deception card. Okay, now in this one, I don't know who this character is, but let's look her up and see what it says about it, because that is the Seven of Swords. Okay, she has a sword in her hand. Okay, and she ready to cut something cut something off. Okay, but he feels like he's got success over the United States right now with that Four of Wands that's here, family. He really does. He feels like he has the upper hand. He feels like, yeah, that's the Seven of Swords. It's in what this card is coming from in the supernatural is saying, from the moment the Winchesters met demon Ruby, okay, it's clear she's up to no good. Ruby masterfully seduces and manipulates Sam, hooking him on demon blood and eventually convincing him to kill Lilith. Oh my God. Thus releasing Lucifer from the cage and starting the apocalypse. The Seven of Blades indicates sneaky behavior and betrayal. So this tarot card advises you to stay vigilant and listen to your instinct. If you get the feeling someone's not being entirely honest with you, trust yourself and investigate the situation fully. So that goes back to this High Priestess about trusting his instinct. He is trying to really trust his instinct and really, really work with someone who is on a spiritual aspect of things, magical person, because he does feel like it's some deception, it's been some lies, it's some deceit, betrayal, and he feels pain and heartache from whoever this is that is, you know, running the United States or going against him in the United States. I feel like the main pressure he getting is from some type of female energy from the United States. Okay, he feels like someone that is a female in charge has been deceptive, have been betrayed. I mean, there is some betrayal there. Okay, this female could wear some type of charm as well, like a crystal or something like that too. But I do feel this could also be energy that he's working with as well towards the United States. That could be a daughter, a mother, or somebody that's related to him that is into some stuff, honey. Okay, the High Priestess came out on him. Or either this is him working his own magic against the United States, okay? But someone is doing that. And if this Seven of Swords is about him and he's lying to the United States as well, in some cases. He's lying. If the United States goes to him and asks him anything, he is going to lie. He is going to be deceptive. He's going to try to manipulate the situation. Yes, that's what's happening here. And he feels like he's going to have success in doing it, okay? So that's how Vladimir Putin feels about us. Now, why is this Seven of Swords here for Vladimir Putin towards the United States? Why is the Seven of Swords here for Vladimir Putin towards the United States? Spirit, one card message in reference of why Vladimir has the High Priestess and the Seven of Swords here towards the United States. Why is that here for Vladimir Putin? Clarity on these cards. One card message, Spirit. Clarity on the Seven of Swords for Vladimir Putin and the High Priestess towards, you know, yeah, the cold one, honey. The King of Swords in reverse, because that came out sideways. Yeah, he is the star, okay? But yeah, this is a cold individual, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. He could be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, but the reason he's doing this, I feel like he could be also the one putting magic or doing something to the United States characters that are in the United States government and stuff. He could be doing this whole situation on putting this high priestess on them. Okay, but I do feel like he's being very deceptive, because the King of Swords in reverse is someone who is not mentally stable. This man is not mentally stable. He'll do anything to succeed. Okay, that's why it's coming up under the Four of Wands. But the King of Swords is a cold, cold, cold individual. Murderer, okay? Yes, and he will lie and deceive us. He will lie and manipulate, steal, and kill, honey. Okay, so United States got to be very careful when dealing with this King of Swords in reverse. And he will bring the Three of Swords energy to the United States very, very strongly. Okay, and the Three of Swords is all about pain, heartache. He wants to bring that to us. Okay, and he's listening to his intuition about things. That's what he's mainly going off of, even though he has no mental clarity, right? When it comes to anything, when it happens, you know, to be about the United States, he doesn't care. He's like the star of the show, right? He's like the star of the show, and what he says goes, okay? Because he definitely has, you know, control also. This is another manipulator. He has control over a lot of people, manipulates a lot of people. That is the Seven of Swords energy. So he is that, and that is who he is towards the United States. All right? So that's who Vladimir Putin is right there, and what's in his energy at this time, family. So now we know which way that sucker is going towards us, honey. And the King of Swords in reverse. Whew. Jesus, I'm definitely going to cleanse after this. Rough two energies, all right? I'm feeling super tired now. All right, so let's see what's up with Trump, because he just was indicted, I want to say. So let's see what's going to happen with this whole indictment. Let's just ask, we already know who he is for real. Like, we already know who he is, what's going on with him. Not saying, you know, that we can't see what's in his energy, but we really mainly want to see, is he really going to get jail time, really going to go to jail behind this indictment? That's what we want to know, Spirit. Give us the energy around. Is Trump really going to go? Let me see some of these. Let me put some dragon blood on this. Clear this energy from the Putin dude and the King Jong. Hope this doesn't get flagged, so y'all can see this, honey. All right, so let's see. Will Trump have to do time, Spirit, or is this just like an agenda towards Trump and this indictment? What's the energy around it? Or is this just something to keep him from running for president in 2024? What's the energy around this indictment? Will he have to do time, Spirit? Will he really be locked up? President Trump, will he really be locked up for this indictment, Spirit? The Temperance. One foot in, one foot out, honey. And that's a police officer right there on that card. No, he won't be. He's gonna be, the Hangman. Yeah, and the Magician. I think that's the Magician. And look, he gonna pay some money to get out of it. I think that's the Two of Pentacles, or is that the Ace of Pentacles? Or the Ten of Pentacles. I don't know. I got to look in the book because I don't know these characters from this show. But these really come in handy when you talk about stuff like this with the supernatural deck, because the supernatural characters were like, you know, supernatural characters, right? So we got the Temperance card. The first card that fell out, right? When we wanted to see was he gonna get locked out, and then look at what's on here. A woman in a prison, a sheriff, okay? And it says her name is Jody Mills, is a woman who smoothly inhabits many different roles in her life. She is a successful career woman, a fierce hunter, a stronger protective mother to her foster children, and she's perfect embodiment of the Temperance. a card which symbolizes level-headedness, fairness, and good judgment, and reminds us to cultivate balance and moderation in our life. Now, the temperance in this says is a reminder of importance of sensibility, staying calm in stressful situations, and taking the middle road. So he may be being trying to be calm about it, and he may even have, like, you know, a sheriff or a police officer pouring him something to drink and being nice and kind to him. There are times when battling things out is necessary, but sometimes approaching situations with a calm, practical sensibility will yield better results. So, like I said, he's not going to do no time, like I said, because this coming out, she's known as, like, he has authorities behind him in some way, because this is a sheriff. So that makes me feel like, and look at what she's all calm based off of what the character is that is here. This person is all calm. They pouring drinks for him. They just like, come on in, you know, yeah, you've been indicted, but let me get you some fruit juice. Okay, can we pour you something to President Trump? Like, they not gonna do nothing to him. And this kind of look like him. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. This card, no, I think that's the 4 of Cups. Okay, so he's gonna avoid getting any time. Like I said, the 4 of Cups, that's a card of avoidance. Right? Let me go to it in the book. Yeah, the 4 of Cups. His name on here is Donatello. It says, at the Donatello loses his soul, he loses his jovial bravery or something like that. His lack of moral compass makes him empathetic and uncaring. The 4 of Goblets, which is the 4 of Cups, represents boredom and empathy. This card advises you to reconnect with things that inspire you to ignite your spark. So he's basically like, y'all asses is getting on my nerves for taking me through all this stuff, when in actuality I could be home eating my chicken and looking at TV, because he's unbothered. He's bored by this situation, because he already know he's gonna lose some things in it. You know, with the 5 of Cups, he feels like he's gonna have some failures and some loss and stuff like that, but he's in avoidance. He tried to avoid this situation and loss, right? But that's okay, because it's still not going to affect him in any way, because he still has the Hangman here, you know. So he's going to be let go. What is the Hangman? To let something go. He's going to have to sacrifice something. You know what I'm saying? With the Hangman being here, he's going to have to sacrifice something. He's going to feel a little bit of a loss towards maybe some money, because this Pentacles is here. I want to say the 2 of Pentacles is here. But he's still gonna be coming out, because he got all these people on his side. And then the first card out was the sheriff card, so he's got authorities on his side. So he's not gonna get any jail time. I don't see any cards here around him getting no type of jail time. If anything, the Hangman is about somebody being released, okay, being let go. Okay, so no, he's not gonna get any jail time. I kind of figured that anyway. Okay, but let me double check and make sure that is the 2 of Pentacles in this yeah, that's the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, and he's gonna have some problems with some money though, you know, juggling. He's gonna be trying to juggle money, to move money around and probably pay for, you know, this, the 2 of Pentacles was on the bottom of the deck. This is about it says, while trying to escape Abin, Sam, and Dean's grandfather, Henry Winchester, ends up traveling through time from 1958 to 2013. He struggles with the decision on whether or not to return his original time, knowing that doing so could alter reality. The 2 of Pentacles indicates you're being faced with a tough decision, especially relating to family and finances. Yes, he's being faced with a tough decision right now. This card advises that you have to find balance to be key to success. Yes, he's gonna have, like I said, he's gonna have some financial situations. That's why he got the 5 of Cups here, because it is gonna be some money he loses in all this situation. But that's what they want him to do. But he's still gonna be going on about his business, okay, with his bucket of chicken. He must like to eat chicken or something. Okay, and then the Hangman here, you know, he got his sword up. He's gonna have to sacrifice something, even sacrificing some people, okay? But, you know, he's gonna reign supreme because he got authority figures behind him. All the police officers, all the ones that sheriffs and all the good boys are gonna reign supreme behind him. Trust me, okay? So that's the energy on Trump. Is he gonna go to jail? No. Okay. The indictment, yes, it's gonna still be here for him, and he's gonna probably have to pay to get, you know, pay to get out of it, or like I said here, like Spirit said, he's gonna have to sacrifice some things. Yes, he's gonna feel it as a failure and some losses and some things, but for the most part, I'm not seeing anything here that says he's gonna be locked up in jail. Okay. Can you give us why the Temperance card was the first card out, Spirit, in reference of Trump's energy with this whole indictment situation? Can you give us the Temperance card? Yes, because he is the star. And Putin got that too. And they work together probably. Okay, yeah, the Tower moment is here. He just had something unexpected. All this really is like, he's shocked that it's even happening, but he is the star card. And he has who? People working with the star. Okay, they're going to take care of him. Okay. Like spirit don't lie, okay? So yes, that came out to clarify the Temperance, and the Tower card is on the bottom of the deck, family. He is not gonna get any time, okay? This is all unexpected, but look, the Justice, boom. He is gonna reign supreme. He's gonna get out of it, just like I told y'all, and he gonna keep doing what he's doing, and he probably gonna become president, okay? So that's how things is going to go towards your good old boy, Trump. All right. So just for those that was asking, there you go. You seen the cards. You see the people players. These are all people. These look like his sons. These could be his sons, right? That's going to be working with him to get him out of this stuff. Okay. And then this is him. And then this is the police or the sheriff or the authorities that's going to be working with him, giving him something to drink on while he go through this whole situation, because it really ain't nothing to them. All right. So this is been the world topics, which really, this is really about the world presidents that we wanted to check on the energy of them and see what's going on with them and what's going on with them towards the United States and so forth with those international presidents. And then we looked at Trump to see what was going on with him, since he's going through some issues right now, family. Okay. So that is the conclusion to this video. Hopefully you got the messages out of this, you know, so you'll know what's going on. We'll tap back into their energy later, family, and I am going to cleanse. So I will see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.
Gratitude for the sunshine. Gratitude for the moonlight. Every day feels like a new life.